Okay, hello everyone. This is Caveman, aka Tacticus Caveman. This is the first in a series of videos all about synergies between characters in Warhammer 40k Tacticus. I'm going to start out with campaigns. I think they're the most relevant, and I wanted to start with the Indomitus campaign actually. But looking at the Ultramarines, no offense, they just really don't have any synergies. There's a couple niche options with, like Incisus and Titus or something like that. But I want to look at the core campaign characters. So we're just going to skip over Indomitus altogether and go straight to Indomitus Mirror with the Necrons, since you do get that pretty early. This is a little trick and a little synergy between these two characters that I learned when I first started playing, and that just totally changed how I use the Necrons and how I got through Indomitus Mirror. It relies on Aleph Null and Makhotep. So Aleph Null, if you guys don't already know, is like the campaign carry for Indomitus Mirror. She's amazing. Her scarabs are great. The healing is great. The passive healing is great. I think she's a she. I don't know. I know it's a machine, but she's got like mom energy. She summons 2 scarab swarms. She's got her little babies running around the field. So anyway, I'm saying she's a she. But she summons with her active Scarab Hive, summons 2 scarab swarms next to the target who immediately attack using the damage type piercing. So not only do they attack, but they also have a piercing damage, which is 80% pierce ratio. And really, if you get this leveled, like even at scale to the campaigns, you're pretty much always going to kill the target, which is important because basically what happens is, say you go to attack one of the Ultramarines in the campaign, you're going to guarantee, even the high armor Space Marines, you're probably going to kill them. And next to their hex that they just died in are going to be 2 scarab swarms, one to the left, one to the right. Usually, sometimes they spawn a little differently, but they're always directly next to the hex, which is great because then if you get Makhotep, who has 3 movement, if he's 3 hexes away, you can run him straight onto that hex that is now vacant, and then use his active ability. So his active ability, Adaptive Strategy, triggers Relentless March again for all adjacent non-character friendly units and makes them immediately take an action. So that's a very important language, dealing extra damage per hit, which is also pretty great. So it only works for summons, but basically, since there's 2 scarab swarms, those are summons, next to like adjacent to Makhotep, once he steps onto that hex, he's gonna immediately have those summons take basically an additional turn. When they say take an action, that's like a full turn essentially. So what's cool about that is not only do the summons attack something usually, but the scarabs have a nice little passive themselves, a scarab summon that summons another scarab swarm in a free adjacent hex, which then immediately takes a turn. So they could, and there's not a percentage here, it's generally around 50%, but half the time, they're gonna spawn another summon. So now instead of 2, you could have 3 or 4, and then the new summons attack. So this can get out of control pretty quickly. They can only do that once per turn, so the max you can get is 4 per turn, but I'll show you how this works in battle. It's a pretty awesome, like kind of 1-2 punch, especially in campaigns, because if you're struggling to just make it through the campaigns, for example, if you are struggling to get enough just bodies out there, to meat shields to kind of keep your guys alive, this can really help. So right now there's 2 summons after Aleph Null used her active. They'd probably get killed immediately by these interceptors, but you can follow this up with his active, and then also one little bonus thing. This is only for people that have Anuphet unlocked. You can also use Anuphet's active and get the Necron warriors to attack. It's not really as effective as the Scarab Swarm since they don't multiply, but he'll still attack. He still does some damage. It's great. And just get him shooting since when he summons, they don't really do anything. But this is mostly about Aleph Null and Makhotep. So, okay, we're going to trigger Adaptive Strategy, and now you see all the summons next to Makhotep are going to attack. You get 1, 2. Oh, okay, we got really lucky. This is a great example. Bam. Look at that. There were 2 summons here that were probably going to immediately die from these interceptors. Now there's 4 summons surrounding this dude. This one they can't even get to. So what was 2 summons that were probably going to die quickly are now 4 summons. Huge meat shield. Like they're now, Now they're going to all attack the summons, keep your character safe, which is great, and it changes the tide of the battle. You're probably going to win this battle super easily because, yeah, bam. Because all your characters are safe. So that's a synergy I love to use. I use it almost all the time when I'm farming and stuff like that too. It helps kind of speed up the scarabs multiplying. And yeah, it really can help get through the campaign, the Indomitus Mirror campaign. Anyway, so this is the first video in a series. I hope you guys are enjoying this. There'll be a couple more out, hopefully very soon, all about synergies in Tacticus between characters that work really well together. If you all have ideas for for character synergies in Tacticus, let me know. Comment down below. I mean, I really want you guys to comment and let me know what characters you like using together, which ones pair well together. This is my refer a friend code for anybody curious. I got to do the little YouTube plug. Please like and subscribe and share this video, but legitimately share it because I want to learn from you guys. I want to know which characters am I not thinking about that actually pair well together. What are some like underrated combos that you like? Let me know. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video.